Hello, Al pals. Welcome to Big Al Presents Films with Friends. The film is the 1974 directorial debut of the great John Carpenter, written also by John Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon of Alien fame. That's right, Dark Star is a bizarre film, to say the least, with a very cool history behind it. As you will see, made on a budget so thin that you will notice several household appliances showing up, kind of repurposed as special effects kind of stuff. It's a lot of fun. But yeah, Dark Star is the film. The friends, of course, are first of all the lovely, hot, super Dark Star girl herself. She'll explain her avatar in a moment. I am drinking Diet Mountain Dew, just for everybody who is wondering. Nanette of Netters Network, how are you doing? And who is that we are looking at tonight?
I'm doing great. I am sipping on currently a Lipton Diet Green Tea Citrus, but I will be switching to water.
Oh,
and my avatar is Abby Darkstar. I mean, aren't we watching Darkstar? So I thought that was appropriate.
Yeah, well, yeah, it'll work. Unfortunately, she is not in the film. But
she is not. But guys, you could definitely Google her. She's a very well known cosplayer. Great person. We had dinner with her and her husband one time here in Chicago.
And also joining us, of course, the glorious Troy Pacelli, Cartan, the Klingon cleric. Whew, gotta get all those K's straight.
Right.
How are you doing, sir? What are you sipping on tonight?
I'm doing great, thanks, buddy. And I'm having a diet squirt, grapefruit soda. And my avatar, I have no idea who my avatar is. I just looked up Dark Star and was like, "Oh, this is one of the guys in the clips I've seen."
It's been a while. I will say it's been a while since I've seen this, and I'm not totally sure who's who. As far as the pictures are concerned, like I said, it's been a while. But I've just wanted to revisit a lot of old favorites of mine that I haven't seen in a while. And Dark Star has always kind of been up there in my mental. It's had a little pin in it to do a rewatch of, and I thought, why not? Let's do Dark Star.
Absolutely fair. And of course, all the actors in it went on to become big superstars.
Oh yeah, they are absolutely, everywhere. This film, like I said, it has a rich history. It was basically back in the glorious days of the University of Southern California in, I think, 1970 is when they started it, and they just kind of worked on it, shoestring budget. John Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon worked on it, the script, and it eventually became a cult classic, and they kept adding and adding and adding for like a couple years until you get what we have today. Now there is, and the reason we were a few moments late getting on, I usually like to try to get on right away. There was a little glitch in the versions. There are several different versions out there. There's a director's cut, a theatrical cut, and I think there's even another cut. And it was all because of distribution rights and stuff. Now, the version I have, the one we're watching, I believe is the theatrical cut. It wasn't trimmed. There is a director's cut, which is actually shorter, which is the
And
one
unfortunately, I just found out,
Tra-
Al, that the other one that I just downloaded is the same director's cut. I can only get that one. I cannot get the version that you're.
that I've got.
Yeah.
Oh, darn. I mean, I know where you can get it. I don't want to.
If you want to
Okay,
drop a link in the private chat, I can try it.
Okay, yeah. Let me just bear with us, folks. Let me.
Little technical difficulties beyond Al's control.
Yeah, it's one of those things. Didn't even think about it. You know, you don't think of a film from '74 having 3 or 4 different versions out there. That
Well, I never would have thought this film merited a director's cut in the first place, so I didn't look that far into it.
yeah, it's like I said, there was a distribution thing, and let me double check to see if this is the one.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of this movie before, so I'm like, hence the reason for my avatar, because I could not find any good pictures for the movie. They were weird wallpapers.
It's weird. Yeah, it's a weird one. Let me. Okay, yeah, this is the.
I saw a couple clips where I feel like the special effects. The first season of Blake 7 was better. The worst special effects in old Doctor Who were better.
Now, how do I? Oh, there's private chat. Okay, that
Thanks, buddy.
is the easy as 1, 2, 3 link for it. It is on Pluto. It's on Tubi. It's out there. I just don't know which version now that they have. Now I'm paranoid about it as to what version anybody's got. But while you take care of that, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Evelyn Hampton, hello, my dear. How are you doing? I hope you are having a wonderful year so far. Saturn Kagain, welcome, sir. Hi, hail to thee of the House Kagain. And that's it so far.
I don't know why I thought you were going to say hail to the chief, baby.
Yeah, hail to the chief, baby. Yeah, I think did I mention I had watched Evil Dead, the first 2 Evil Deads I'd never seen before? Did I tell you that?
I thought you'd seen it a long time ago.
I had never seen Evil Dead, the original 1 and 2. I had seen Army of Darkness. I never saw the other ones, and I finally watched them. And then I will say at the after a discussion with a horror fan guy that we all know, I watched the 2013 kind of reboot of it,
which I haven't seen. What did you think of it?
It's okay. It's middle of the road. I'd give it 2.5. It'd be like the lowest recommendation. Yeah, it's like it's okay. But at the very end of the credits, you see the profile of Bruce Campbell, and I think does he say groovy or something? He says something.
I'm sure he does. Yeah.
And that, to me, that made the movie. But how's it going with
you know what, I'm going to try to do a shortcut, so bear with me a little bit longer.
Well, take time. It's not a long movie. It's only an hour 22, so we've got a little time. But yeah,
did you notice that I used your special green heart?
Oh, you did? I did. Oh, thank you. Yes, my heart is now green.
Yeah, it's like I have special hearts for special people.
Yep, exactly. There we go.
That is cool. Thank you very much. Let me talk a little bit. My history with Dark Star. It's not extensive. I will say the first time I ever watched it, and this seems to be the kind of a film that would be perfect in this scenario. The small little theater at college showed this film. This was one of the first ones I remember seeing in college. My friend ran the theater club or the movie club or whatever it was, and this was one of the ones that they uh, had on schedule. And so, just a group of rowdy college geeks was sitting watching Dark Star, and for some reason, looking back on it, it was just such a fun moment because it's like the scenario. If you're talking, nobody really cares because you're kind of all interacting with the film as well. Maybe not to the extent of a Rocky Horror, but it definitely has its moments, and it's just kind of interesting to see such a you know such humble beginnings of a filmmaker, in this case, John Carpenter. And you go back and I think of films like THX 1138 that George Lucas made.
Yeah, right.
Or the early, like Spielberg, I think, Duel. I don't think Duel was a student film, but it was an early film of Spielberg's. Uh, and just going back and see those early days of these now iconic filmmakers, I always think it's kind of interesting. And as I mentioned, Dan O'Bannon, who was partnered and stars in the film, he plays Pinback, is the guy who wrote Alien, and a lot of things where I had like a lot of the influences to Alien kind of came from his experience doing this film. So I think that's kind of a fun little thing. It's like its genetics are out there. It's in Alien, it's in Halloween, all the other thing. Evelyn Hampton said she saw Dark Star at the Parkway Cinema Retro Film House in Chicago.
Yeah.
On a double feature with Battle Beyond the Stars. Oh,
wow.
Yes! That's a great double feature.
Wow.
I gotta let that's beautiful. That's just a beautiful double feature. That would have been fun to do.
No, I have to agree. So, Al, what I'm doing is I'm just gonna, instead of downloading it, I'm just gonna play it right off the site. So I think we can go ahead and give that a shot.
Yeah, I don't know your history with that particular channel, but I've never had an issue with it.
Okay.
So I mean, I've watched films off of it all the time.
I figure that's probably the way to go.
Okay. It reads Sartoric again here. It says, I've never seen this one before, but I do have a story about getting access to a college amphitheater. An acquaintance of mine was given the key, and we spent an evening watching movies.
Wow.
I was mostly there because he had the just released documentary on Bret Hart, and I wanted to watch it. Is that Bret Hart? Is that the documentary that they were doing it, and then the Montreal Screwjob happened? Because if it is, I think I've seen that. It starts with him walking down a hallway, dragging his bag around him. That's a good one. Do you guys know wrestling?
No.
Not at all, no.
So I could be saying blah 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 blah, and you wouldn't even know.
Yeah,
Bret Hart.
The Fabulous Freebirds.
Yep,
Yeah.
Fabulous Freebirds. This was Bret Hart, Bret the Hitman Hart. He was a big name, and there was a big
I know
incident.
that name.
Yeah, big incident in Montreal where he was supposed to still have the title after the match, like with there was supposed to be a big run-in kind of thing, but Vince McMahon told the referee that when Shawn Michaels gets him in a certain hold, to ring the bell like he quit, because he was leaving for another promotion, another wrestling promotion. Oh no, this one was after he reconciled with the company. Oh, okay. Yeah, and then it took a while for those wounds to heal, but boy, was that a big controversial time. Just God, got my wrestling vibes up. I was really big into wrestling at one time. Uh, like I said, I've met Mankind, Mick Foley, great guy. I was his bodyguard, sort of, quote unquote, for a night.
Oh, there you go.
Cool.
Yeah, so that's kind of cool. So yeah, let's get started here, and let me make sure I'm all straight. So
Yeah,
we
I
know
have
the
to
one
watch
that you're the one is the same as I'm watching. So that's
Yep.
now we
Because
have
I
no
got
problem.
now 1 hour
122, right?
22, almost 23 minutes. I'm afraid that we're going to get to the end of this movie and I'll wish we had watched the shorter one. But, well, let's do this.
Probably, everyone's mileage varies. I will say yes, this is a very rough film. It is very strange and bizarre, and your mileage may vary, but it's an experience worth taking because of, like I said, because of its history. I think a little bit, and it's kind of fun to see people wearing muffin pans as part of their spacesuit.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of awesome. Okay, everybody, to start in 3, 2, 1, go. BP. They make good oil.
I didn't know British Petroleum was making films, but okay. And that sounds like video game sound effects.
Ooh,
Bryanston Pictures. God, I love those sounds from that time.
It does sound like a video game.
This is going to be a weird one. Yeah.
It's a weird film. Yes, it is. There's a commercial out for Intuit. It's like a tax thing. And the music they have it playing in it reminds me of like the 80s and 70s for some reason.
Wow.
It's a 10-year delay.
Yeah.
Not many people feel comfortable using that word.
Swell. Yeah.
Well, it was a different time. Gotta love the little reel tapes back there.
Yeah.
Scout Ship Dark Star. I will say, I like the ship. The ship's a cool design. It's very simple.
And this is what inspired the opening Star Wars, am I right?
You never
I don't know.
know.
I'm joking.
No, I don't think so.
This really does have a bit of a Blake 7 vibe to it.
Yeah. Like I said, 1974, very much the radiation shield might be the strongest origin of the Fantastic Four I've ever seen.
I like that, yeah.
That's awesome.
And there's R2-D2.
No, that's a little place they sit, which I think is so cool. It reminds me of the navigation place on the Battlestar Galactica in the original series.
Oh.
Remember that they would go to? It was like a little open
Yeah, I dig
area.
it. Troy, that was R2D2's cousin, the one that brings shame to the family.
You see the little white buttons down there?
Uh-huh.
Ice cube trays.
Oh, yeah, I mean, well,
That's what they
once
look
you
like.
say it, I can't not see it.
Ice cube trays with lights behind them. Yeah, their job is to blow up unstable planets that may inhibit future colonization routes and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So they have these smart bombs. And that is Dan O'Bannon,
Huh.
the man who wrote Alien.
He's literally talking to a bomb.
Yeah, they're smart bombs. They're like artificial intelligence,
Yeah,
which comes to bite them in the ass later.
I would imagine.
Let's see, what else did he do? He wrote Blue Thunder. He did some stories for heavy metal.
Mm-hmm.
Did Alien. Wow.
I do see where giving intelligence to an explosive device might not be the wisest choice.
Right. Oh, he also was the writer on Total Recall. Nice little pedigree there. Boosh. You know, for 1974, it's not a bad little effect there.
No, that wasn't bad at all.
I mean, that's a pretty cool little hyperdrive effect.
Did they say how far it is they're supposed to be jaunting?
If they did, I don't know.
I mean, if you're blowing up a whole planet, you got to get pretty darn far away.
Yeah, you do. And I like it just stops like
Yeah.
on a dime. They must have it great in internal dampers and stuff.
Well, you figure they couldn't possibly be moving through real space.
Planet exploded, sir. Sounds like the computer after it was like coming on to Kirk when
Yeah.
they revamped it.
Exactly.
Hi, dear.
Attention, crew. We got things going on.
Yeah. They've been on this mission for 20 years. Yep.
Yep. He's like, give me something I can blow up. If they've been, this is one of those cool, like, debate things. They've been out there for 20 years, but they don't really look that old. It makes you wonder if it's that, like, time dilation thing.
Well, that's a good point. Is it 20 years for them on the ship or 20 years for the people on Earth? I think it's 20 years for the people on Earth.
Oh, he's a jerk.
You want to blow it up?
It's like, well, that is your actual job.
Now, this song has become a classic little ditty for geeks. It's called Benson, Arizona. It's big, Which now, if you go back and look at my little introduction video, that's why I kind of gave it a country vibe. I would have loved to have played this, but I didn't want the copyright.
Of course.
Thing. All the events of this are fictitious. I always love it when they do that for a
Well, I'm glad that they pointed that out. I might have thought this was a documentary.
Yeah. Camera assistant Nick Castle. For people in the know, Nick Castle's the one who played Mike Myers in Halloween.
Yep.
And he is in this film, too, as the alien. But not that alien. Craig Gene, Ron, a lot of names that went on to do some great things are in this film. Original story and screenplay by John Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon. It almost looks like a mannequin sign in there.
Yeah.
Now, Jack Harris, executive producer, him and Carpenter were not exactly besties after this film, which is part of the distribution thing that happened, I believe.
Yeah.
And somewhere on a computer screen is supposedly the words F.U. Harris that he stuck in just for fun.
Okay. That pretty much establishes that if they're traveling at relativistic speeds, they have not experienced 20 years, but the Earth has.
Yeah. So they have no toilet paper. This is like a redneck star destruction.
I know, right?
I love the looks on their faces. God, I love the 70s.
Now this is getting weird.
Oh, trust me, it's only started.
I bet they wouldn't be having this problem if they had that radiation shielding.
Yeah, probably not. Darn cutbacks.
Something tells me it's still counting down.
Yeah, bomb 20 becomes the problem. And the voice of the bomb is also Dan O'Bannon. A lot of people pulling double duty in this thing. Even the rate of computer, like back then, they had a computer room. But as computers evolve, they get smaller and smaller. I'm wondering, like, by the time we actually do get into deep space kind of travel, if the computer would be the size of a thumb drive that could run an entire ship like that.
My understanding is that they're getting to the limits of how small they can miniaturize things with current technology, unless they are able to shift to quantum computers. We're not going to get much smaller than what we got now.
Well, you never know. I mean, the way I guess their room looks like a college dorm.
Well, it's a bunch of guys in space. You figure they're just slobs.
He's talking about the centerfolds on the wall.
Doolittle, that's who you got.
Oh.
And boiler.
The way his name badge is folded over, it looks like his name is Booger.
Or Boner.
Or Boner, yeah.
Looks like a member of the Doobie Brothers.
Yeah. Pretty much all the guys did back in the 70s.
Oh, yeah.
You were either a long-haired hippie like this, or you were military with a crew cut.
Mumbly Pig. That's what it's called, right? Mumbly Pig?
Well, actually, Mumbly Peg is a different kind of knife game where you hold the blade on certain parts of your body and let it fall off, and the idea is for it to fall into the ground.
Oh, okay.
But this may be something they call Mumbly Peg, too. I don't know. Oh, for crying out loud.
Now you got,
Well,
think about it. Guys in space for, let's say, just 20 years. And they're this close to quarters. They're either going to really like each other or they're going to really hate each other.
Yeah.
Well, who knows? You're going on like a 10, 20-year mission and think that googly eyes are things to bring with you.
You know, you got a point there. Who thinks to stow that when you're deciding what stuff to take with you?
Well, maybe that's just the way he is. He just likes little jokey things. Like rubber chickens.
Doolittle looks like Bob Ross.
Yeah.
He does, yeah. I am drinking Diet Mountain Dew, right? Yeah, okay. I had to double check there. I didn't get Diet Mountain Dew this week. I had to get Mountain Dew Zero. They were out of my normal brand, but just as good.
Oh, is this his still?
I think it's an instrument.
Oh, okay.
Getting different sounds, different. Yeah, add a little water, it kind of takes the tone down or up. Don't know really how that works, but. Well, so like, remember was it the harmonica? It was like a bunch of glass bowls that you played with your wet fingers.
Yep.
That's rather ingenious. He made a piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A man's book. I love those old pulp magazines like that.
Yeah.
Great artwork on them.
Oh, yeah.
Like you find a lot of the art from that. Some of the same kind of art that they did for like a lot of the monster magazines. Some of the same art, like Basil Notice. On the Iron Islands, they call it the finger dance. Oh, is that with the glasses in the water?
Yeah.
I need to get the soundtrack for this just to get Benson, Arizona.
There you go.
Even though I could just like download it, it'd still be kind of just cool to have the soundtrack. I like the almost horror music you hear kind of playing in the background. Oh, and Talby's voice is dubbed by John Carpenter.
Oh.
The thing with the knife. That's what Sir Torn was talking about. Little knife thing with the fingers. I used to do it with like pencils and pens, so didn't want to hurt myself. The Phoenix asteroids. I like it. Just a weird little thing. If you look at the stars, you can see how they repeat. You see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like the mirror, not a mirror image, but the same image is doubled. When you need to add a little bit to a wallpaper or something, or a little bit of space, you just like copy and paste another section of the stars. All these little things they talk about come back into play later. Now, those are some cool sunglasses.
They're very 70s.
Yep, including that lawn chair. Do they even still make lawn chairs like that? With those?
That is an excellent question, Al. I don't know.
Because they did that, and then they started making them with like these weird plastic tube things.
Yep. I hated those too. Actually, I hated those more.
I could never sit in those days. They were so hard to get up and out of.
They still make the chairs. I'm not. Oh, that would be a lounger, wouldn't it? Yes, they do still make them.
Oh, cool.
Okay, well then, next question. Why?
So people can sit in the lawn with a bear.
Yeah, I guess.
wonder what those things are on the wall.
They have got to be, some sort of a light fixture that someone is holding and moving around.
Literally a painted beach ball. I love it.
It is.
With weird little feet. And you can get a little statue of him, too. I noticed when I was looking for an image.
I must have missed something. What is this little alien creature?
They found it, and Pinback thought the ship needed a mascot, so they basically brought him on as a pet, and it's basically a pain in the ass.
It's
all
a
the stuff
beach ball with feet.
Yep, pretty much. And all the stuff that the alien's doing is Nick Castle is doing it. So basically, this alien and Michael Myers, soul brothers.
Oh gosh, that's one way to look at it.
Soul brothers.
Oh, and who did the music?
I think John Carpenter did.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, John, I mean, I like his stuff.
Get behind him.
If I were him, I would at least be enjoying this little cat and mouse game they've got going, just for the distraction of it all. Because that's the problem with the crew, is that they're bored to death being in space all this time. It's like I feel the whole thing with the broom was something the Tribbles wanted to do.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised. This, I do. You know, we're talking about the music. I dig the music. It's definitely got that. It's almost a horror vibe, which I guess they are going for, considering he is chasing the alien. But you can kind of see some of the familiarity.
And that's the thing. In all seriousness, I am seeing the primordial,
right,
beginnings of things like, really everything John Carpenter did after this.
Yep.
It is like seeing a student film that was done by a great, director and film producer.
And that's exactly what this is. It's a student film that they kept adding to.
And their budget was $10.
Basically, yeah.
Well, it's worth $10 now. Back then, it was like $1.250.
It's like giving someone $100, say go to the thrift store and make yourself a film. Let me see, what was the budget of this thing? $60,000 total.
Well, back then you could have bought a house for that. Nowadays you could barely buy a car for that.
Yeah, but this is like, you know, after you pay all the stuff and all the additions.
True.
So it's like O'Bannon created many of the special effects. Ron Cobb designed the ship. O'Bannon and Greg Ginn did the model work. Bob Greenberg did the animation. Ron Cobb drew the original ship design on a napkin while eating at IHOP.
Okay.
Well, alrighty then.
Kind of, yeah, it's just kind of a neat little... Yeah, the original was a 45-minute, 16mm student project with a final budget of $6,000.
Jeez.
And John Carpenter dubbed the other guy Talby because he had such a thick accent. It was like just, you know, all the reshoots is what drove the final budget to that point. But heck, even with just like video sales alone, this thing's gonna make a ton of cash.
Well, that's what a lot of us have been saying for a long time. If you want your film to be financially viable, you know, you got to start by making it as cheaply as possible.
Yeah. Don't you? Yeah, I mean, not everybody has the money of the James Cameron model anymore.
Right.
He's more worried about the art of it than the budgetary aspect,
which is fine because
I can
up to this point it's paying off for him. But I'll tell you, there's a whole studio that was holding their breath till he got past the 2 billion mark.
Yep. And quite frankly, it's a good movie. I don't think it's 2 billion good. I mean, it's a billion good. I don't know about 2 billion.
It's another perfect storm of things going on. I mean, what else were people going to go see?
That's true.
You know?
Like when Top Gun Maverick came out.
Yeah.
It was just like, what else is there?
Yeah, I'd be a little afraid too.
There?
he's chasing the alien, and he just ended up there because that's where the alien went.
But I don't even see like a doorway or a hatch or anything for him to have gotten there.
Probably didn't have the budget for a door.
Oh, he was on the opposite side.
Yeah.
He's going to throw the ball down the shaft, isn't he? Or the ball's going to throw him down the shaft. That's not good.
No, that would not be a very fun place to be. I would never be able to hold on because I'd be too big.
Was it voiced by the same person that did Cousin It?
Oh, the voice of the alien? Who did the voice of the alien? It just says Nick Castle was the alien. Could be Nick Castle doing the voice.
That's just weird.
Well, when the elevator comes up, you can at least stand on it. Or is it coming down?
Oh, it's coming down. Oh, that's bad. I see where this is going.
Is he going to get squished?
Well, luckily he's got plenty of time to get out of this situation if he moves it. But I'm not sure that he's going to. Nope. He got lucky. Ish. For now. Oh yeah, I guess that would work too.
And then get into one of those hatches on the side. What's it with this blob, the emergency airlock?
Evelyn, I don't know if you read this already. Evelyn said the scene was filmed in a hallway with cameras tipped sideways. That makes sense. And honestly, I never would have figured that out.
Uh-oh, here with the bomb again. I don't want to hear that. At least AI is polite. The bomb's getting an attitude.
Yeah.
Back to pinback. Wonder how long the computer and the bomb have been married.
I mean, there had been shafts on either, or like holes on either side, and now there aren't any.
Oh yeah, this makes sense. Get inside. Good, good.
If you can.
Good thing it was a wingnut.
Right. That certainly does help in this circumstance.
Definitely. He's got good hand strength. Realistically, I don't think anyone could really hang on that long.
Well, that's true, but also, be surprised what you can do when you're literally
Fighting
hanging for your life. Yeah.
His big butt won't fit.
Oh my gosh.
Well, at least he's going up.
Yeah, that's true.
Clench your ass cheeks.
Oh, he can't. Oh, I was going to say he can't reach it. What the? Oh, gosh.
I mean, what's the purpose of this elevator? It doesn't seem to be for people. And it just keeps going up and down.
Oh, he is going back down.
And this is what happens when you let yourself go Obi-Wan.
Oh, this is bad. Oh, no. What were you thinking? The heck?
Okay, Blob needs to go.
He has had enough of this alien.
So 1 part Space Odyssey and 1 part Looney Tunes. I dig it, Sir Doran said.
Yep, pretty much. I think it's already done its damage. Huh, I'm gonna have to get some ham next week. I feel like some ham and cabbage.
They're like Swanson, what do you call it? TV dinners.
They're like little tubes.
Yeah. I thought for sure he was going to say, I don't think we're going to find intelligent life in here.
Man, now I want some ham. Not in a liquid tube form, but you know.
Well, yeah, right.
Yeah, pinback would be the one you'd probably want to, smother with your pillow.
Probably.
He's not really pinback. Have you caught his story?
Yeah. Pinback sounds like a descendant of Maxwell Smart, Evelyn said.
That's true. Yeah, a little bit. I could see that. For 74, that's not a bad little effect there.
Not terrible, no. Okay, I got a question. that's going to tax everyone here. Does anyone know, were astronauts allowed to smoke at any time during the space missions?
I don't know. I wouldn't think so.
One would think not, right?
Yeah.
Which then,
Because the CO2 scrubbers and all that other stuff, that's all calculated out.
yeah. Which then causes me to wonder, did no astronauts smoke? I mean, was that a criterion that you were not allowed to be a smoker? And oh my God, that's an 8-track.
8-track tape, yeah.
Is that supposed to be music?
Oh God.
Gesture deleted. Yeah, he's crazy.
Just a little.
He'll be sorry. They didn't say happy birthday to me.
This is just insane.
Yes, recipe for disaster, having to go into the emergency airlock.
Yeah.
This music is trippy.
Yeah.
What you gnawing on?
Popcorn.
Ooh, this sounds good. I almost
Just
made some popcorn tonight, but I didn't.
good old-fashioned popcorn.
We grab a graham cracker.
Oh boy, here we go. This is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, Bob's already got an attitude.
Picture the bomb saying, "This time for real?"
The muffin tin on the front just gets me.
Wow.
The vacuum tubes.
Trying to figure out what that is on his head. I think, I think it's the exterior of a vacuum. But what is that dome? Is that like from a hairdryer or something?
Let me see if it's in the... Tommy's starsuit backpack is made from a styrofoam packing material from a TV set.
Wow.
The space helmets used were part of Ideal Toys' Star Team toy line, produced from 68 to 71. The helmets are sized for children, as evidence of the poor fit on the actors' heads.
Oh. He's gonna.
Oh,
That's not good. This is very, very bad. What an annoying sound.
It sounds like somebody constantly farting.
Yeah.
I know. I was thinking the same thing.
Well, it's because they didn't listen when they should have. They would have known the laser wasn't working and malfunctioning, and now he's dead.
In other words, you're screwed.
Well, that's something, though. At least they don't have to get like however many light years away.
Yeah, it's not going to be a planetary size explosion.
Yeah.
Is he back in the elevator shaft?
I think that's supposed to be a different elevator shaft.
We're going to talk to Commander Powell, who's dead, of course.
I was just going to say, he's a dead guy, isn't he?
Yeah, but there's something futuristically weird. That's so creepy.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Wow.
The sheer concept of it. Basically, he's dead, but they're able to access
Yeah.
his brain.
No.
I'll fuck the bomb.
Yeah.
He's got to try to reason with the bomb. Or bomb go boom. I like it. Thermostellar device. This is fun.
This is fun.
I wonder what that's on the front of his spacesuit.
It looks like the air filter for
Yeah.
like a furnace.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Jeez. It would have been nice if I had. It's like, oh, holy crap. Wow. He just Jim Kirk the bomb.
Yep, kind of, yeah.
That'd be kind of like a Kobayashi Maru type of thing.
I am Nomad.
Right.
I like that sound effect. I was like, woo!
Whoop!
And where's he going?
He's going after the guy that just got shot out the ass of the ship.
Yeah, Talby woke up and was in the airlock, and then Pinback opened up the door to let them in. They didn't know Talby was in there, and he shot out like a bullet. Uh-oh.
You are false data.
Now you have a new problem.
There was also me.
Boom.
Wow.
Did he just...
Yup. Just detonated inside the ship.
man.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God.
He's becoming a Phoenix asteroid.
This is really creepy.
It's
trippy.
Trippy, creepy. It's all kinds of things.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Did you see the little one I put on the
Yeah.
poof?
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, wow. The end of Dark Star.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow.
Wow. And that is Dark Star. No credits, no anything, just ends, which I kind of like. I
Just don't deserve any credit.
I guess. My gosh.
I mean, when you think about it, though, it's a product of its time. It is when you really look about it. It's got like philosophical debate. It's got all these really neat discussion viewpoints you can really bounce off of and talk. I mean, you have the commander who you can still access his brain and talk to, which is kind of creepy. You have a artificial intelligence that why you make a bomb smart, I don't know, man. That was a bad idea.
It wasn't even just making it, an AI. You made it self-aware. That's the problem.
And it makes you wonder, like, 1 through 19, did they have a similar capacity like that, or did 20 just sit there the longest and kind of become self-aware? I'm just wondering how self-aware the other bombs were. But yeah, Dark Star. You can see the DNA of all of things to come from John Carpenter and Dan O'Bannon. It's just amazing that the guy who brought us Alien was Pinback. It's just a bizarre kind of
I
thing.
just want to know what kind of drugs they were taking.
Southern Cal, USC in the early 70s.
I guess.
Who knows what was coming out? I think it's a brilliant film. It starts very slow. I mean, you get to know what's going on, the characters, everything. But once that alien starts bouncing around and Ben Max starts following it, that's kind of where the fun really starts. And like I said, I mean, you see that alien chase going through ducks and things that would be built on later. But it's really a definition of a cult classic. It's one you could sit there and just talk about various little aspects. But I've been wanting to watch it again for a long time. I was literally worried about what people would think about watching this film after it was over, because it's not everyone's cup of tea. But
it's certainly weird.
It is weird, and it's one of those things where even if you don't like it, there's something about.
Oh, there's something definitely compelling about it.
Yeah, thank you. Compelling is the word, and that's what I wanted to bring with Dark Star. But plus, like I said, I wanted to watch it, and it's the kind of film that's just better watching with people. Because you can, like I said, like we do here, we talk through it. But that is Dark Star. More John Carpenter to come in 2 weeks. By the way, I'll do that one first, and then I'll get to next week on Better. In 2 weeks, this is John Carpenter January. We're going to be watching They Live, Rowdy Roddy Piper. Great film. Looking forward to that. So get your sunglasses ready, and I've already got my little opening theatrical
awesome
feature thing ready to go. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did putting it together. But that's in 2 weeks. So yeah, next week I think we're going to the Old West, aren't we? Better.
Yep, we're going to be seeing Cat Ballou.
She was the queen of the outlaws. Her name was Cat Ballou.
I have never seen that. Looking forward to it. Is it a musical?
Not as such. I mean, I guess you could think of it that way. Okay, so you're seeing a Western, but it's as if it is being narrated by your narrators are two troubadours, so to speak.
Okay. I think I got it. So it's like just that singing over the action kind of thing.
Well, more like in between the action. So you'll get a chapter, and then right on a cliffhanger or whatever, they'll jump in and they'll start singing about what just happened, and as if it's the next verse in a song, and then they go into the next chapter.
It's a comedy.
It is a comedy. Oh, it is absolutely a comedy. Yes,
I'm looking forward to that. I've never seen it. I love Western comedies like that era. Like I said, the James Garner, support your local whoever, gunfighter or sheriff, depending on there's two of them. I'm gonna have to do those one day. Maybe think about it. Maybe sometime this year. We'll see. So yeah, Cat Ballou in 1 week. They Live the following week. I already know what's coming in February, and I now know what's coming in March because hold on one. That'll be fun. Let's just say it's gonna get we're talking about music, so it's gonna be a lot of music in March.
It's gonna be fun, yeah.
Although I did switch gears, I'm going to save that other one that I discussed probably for a later date. I've been wanting to watch that because I got some personal stories about that one. But in the meantime, before Cat Ballou, we have an entire week ahead of us. Is starting tomorrow night, I'm assuming, with the Geezers.
Yep, tomorrow night we've got some meaty topics. In fact, I was talking with Boomer, and he's like, "Well, how do the notes look? Do we have enough topics, or should I dig into a few more?" And I looked, and I'm like, "Look, we've got this and we've got this, and those are big topics, and I got a lot to say about them." I said, and then we got this, and this. I think we're good. So
yeah, plus got Lisa Marie Presley passing.
yeah,
and,
I'm not going to spend too much time on Beck
yeah.
because we did talk about him last night. We will just mention that, but yeah, I will. I'll do a little bit of in remembrance of Lisa Marie.
Yeah, that was a 54. Dang.
Yeah.
It scared me to hear about that, when you're older than that. It's kind of freaky. But that is tomorrow night. Monday, there is no Batman show. Yeah, the Birdman's taking a week off. The Birdman will return full capacity in February, he said.
Cool.
So they're taking. I think he's getting January some stuff he's got to take care of, and he mentioned that in a video today. But he did do an unboxing today, so check him out. The soundtracks of Birdman. Tuesday night. Anything with Matchstick or anybody?
I don't think that Boomer and I are on this Tuesday. But if Mr. Matchstick has something going on, I don't remember. So sorry about that.
Hey, deleted scenes popped in. How you doing, sir?
Hey, good to see you, Stephen Otten. He just got out of Skinamarink. Skinnamarink-a-dinky-doo, Skinnamarink-y-doo. Okay. Gotcha.
Okay, so yeah, no soundtracks with Birdman on Wednesday. Though I do know they're going to be doing two John Williams films and two Jerry Goldsmith films in February because it's the birthday for both of those composers.
Awesome.
So good stuff. I do know two of them. I don't know what the other two are. So, and I don't want to say anything because I was not given the right to. So,
fair enough.
But I'm looking forward to one because I've been wanting to watch one of them, and now I can't remember what the other one was. Huh. Oh well. So that's nothing on Wednesday, nothing on Thursday, which will take us to Friday.
So Friday, special guest behind the bar is going to be, and I think he's still in the chat, Sir Torrin Clegane. We are going to be talking, doing a little bit of retrospective about late 1980s, early 1990s daytime dramas, also known as soap operas. So I actually already have the thumbnail posted for the stream. Big Al, you might want to check that out because there is a sweet lady on pictured there, very, very much younger than you watch her now. But we'll be talking about.
I don't have a. Who is it?
I'm getting there. Kelly Ripa.
Kelly Ripa,
who was on All My Children in the late 80s, and we'll be talking.
Kelly Ripa was very sick this week. She actually missed some of the show because her voice was just gone.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to do a show if you.
She was on one day. She was talking like this, and then she didn't do the other 2 days. So, get well, Kelly Ripa. I know you're listening.
But I will be focusing on All My Children, General Hospital, and One Life to Live. Actually, I'm going to try pulling Nanette into it as well, because I think she might know General Hospital a little bit better than I do.
Yeah.
General Hospital. I remember watching General Hospital when I was, late high school and into college era when Luke and Laura were a big thing.
Yep, we'll be talking about that.
Of course, they had Dr. Noah Drake, Rick Springfield.
Rick Springfield, right?
And it was Noah and the nurse, played by Jackie Zeman. Help me.
Again,
Luke's sister. Luke's sister.
General Hospital's one I don't know that well, so.
Luke.
But
it was Noah and Bobby. That's what it
yeah,
was. Yeah, I watched that one, and I also for a little bit was up on Days of Our Lives. I
Bobby
used to
Spencer.
watch Bobby Spencer. Yeah, and it was. I was trying to think of the double A, like you have Luke and Laura, and it was like Noah and and I couldn't think of it. It was Noah and Bobby. Thank you,
And
Lance.
and it looks like Sir Torn's gonna guide us through Guiding Light a little bit too.
Guiding
But,
Light's the oldest. I think the oldest one out there, wasn't it? I think it's the oldest soap opera.
might have been, or was Days of Our Lives? No,
No, I think Guiding
no,
Light.
it's not. You're
I
right.
think
You're
Guiding
right.
Light was. But it was sounds like it'd be pretty cool. Daytime soap stuff. That's a genre that I think many people underappreciate because managing being an actor and working 3 days a week and
Yeah,
being different every day.
we're gonna be talking about that, and gonna be talking about how uh, a lot of the storylines, the experiences of the actors, the writing, some of the directing, has contributed to some of the entertainment we enjoy today.
Oh yeah, a lot of actors have gotten their start or have passed through
Yep.
the daytime route. So so yeah, that'll be cool, and that will of course bring us into Cat Blue,
Yep.
which I'm
Yep.
looking forward to. Looking forward to it. Always fun to watch something new.
Absolutely. All right, so you're gonna wait until next week to watch it
Yep.
with us first
I'm
time?
gonna experience it as we watch it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's a lot of fun. I hope I haven't already spoiled too much, but
That's all right. That's all right. I mean, it's only 50 some years old, right? So I mean, I don't think spoiling something that old is really.
Sir Torn is he's bordering on some spoiling for our stream on Friday, but I think it's a tantalizing little tidbit. I know one superhero movie stole a General Hospital storyline whole cloth. We'll talk more about that on Friday.
Huh.
Yeah.
Is it I remember the Cassadine weather control thing.
There you go. So yeah, it's something to look forward to this week.
John Colicos played the Cassadine guy, I think, wasn't it? John Colicos played Core. He was on there.
Oh, you might be right. Yeah,
Elizabeth Taylor was on there for a while.
she was for a while. That's true.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. I mean, daytime was cool. But I want to thank everyone who joined us tonight. Had a lot of fun. Yeah, the movie's weird, but it's one of those you really have to see it because it's just a lot of strangeness that needs to be seen.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope everyone is going to have a great Sunday and a great week ahead. Happy Martin Luther King Day, which I didn't know it was until Thursday and found out my transportation didn't run, had to reschedule my doctor's appointment. So, happy Martin Luther King Day to me. And of course, we always know that Netter likes to say,
We can talk amongst ourselves, and that's all well, good, and fun. But it's so much more fun when you guys are joining us in the chat, dropping your comments, your questions, your trivia, and just having a great time with us. Because it doesn't seem like we're separated by miles and miles. It seems more like we're all in the same room together, just watching the film and enjoying each other's company. You're not just friends for us, you're family too. We love you guys, and we appreciate you being here. You have a really great night, and thanks again for being there.
Yep, Mikos Cassadine. You got to love a good Greek.
Yeah.
Kate, take care, everyone. Once again, like I said, thank you so much for experiencing Dark Star with us. And next week, Cat Baloo. 2 weeks from now, They Live, and lots more fun in the weeks and months to come. Take care, everybody. Take care, and God bless.
Night.
Bye-bye.